soul group. Let's do it. You're. We up. We live. We live. Go and get the soul group. Let them know we live. You're flexible strength. Flexible strength. Come on in. Who is that? Come on in, fam. I must be all alone today. Nobody's here but me. I'm an introvert, but I don't like being alone all the time. Anybody out there? Anybody out there? I see somebody peeping in. I can't see you. Anybody out there? Who is it? Oh, I see Sister Pam out there. How are you this morning? This beautiful grand rising. Yeah, we're gonna get a little flexible strength in this morning. Let's let soul group come in. I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. Okay, now. Okay, come on in, fam. I was saying, where's everybody? Starting to feel a little lonely for a second. I wanted to start out today a little bit differently from our typical flexible strength gathering. I wanted to start this one out. Hey, come on in, fam. Welcome. Look like some new faces today as well. I wanted to start this actually. Yeah, I'm happy that I'm connected as well. So let's not take it for granted. I noticed at about the 50-minute mark, I've been getting disconnected. At the 50-minute mark, I've been getting disconnected. And then, for some reason, I've been not able to get back on. But check this out, fam. We got about 4 people in here. Anybody that's new, welcome to Flexible Strength. We're going to be doing some movement here in a bit. Some stretching and breathing exercises that's been handed down to me from my first Tai Chi teacher. And before we started, I wanted to actually ask the group a question. Very important question. See what kind of feedback we get. Actually, I have 3 questions here. The first question is, I actually posted it on my page today, on my personal page. I asked, do you know your life's purpose? Do you know your life's purpose? Do you? And if you do, I'm not asking that you share it. It could be private, personal. You may not want to share it with the group. I understand that, but I just want to ask, do you know? And also, the second question is, for those of us who know the importance of having a soul group, why is that important? Or why is that not important to you? Does it mean anything to you to have a life purpose? Why is it important? And some people don't see the significance of having a life purpose. And these are just things to ponder on, you know. What is your life purpose? Because you know me, one thing leads to another. I see a connection. You know, oftentimes I'm talking in terms of soul group. I talk about a soul group. Some people probably never heard of the term soul group, soul tribe, soul family, soul brother, soul sister. I like to ponder, think, and go deep. You know, I say, I'll ask again. So I was just asking the group here, do they know what their life purpose is? If they do know or don't know is really not so important to me, but I feel that personally we should all know, or at least be on the path to figure out what our life purpose is. Right. So Sister Pam says for her, living healthy means food, exercise, and being with like-minded people. That's Sister Pam. Yeah, so we're just having a little discussion here in regards to a couple questions that I wrote down. I'm always pondering, these are questions I ask myself as well. And I'll tell you my answers in just a second. And then we'll get into some exercises. But if I didn't find these things to be important, trust me, I wouldn't share them. So when we meet for not only physical exercise, but we also have a little dialogue, things that can just help us out in life alone, you know. And I figure that knowing our life purpose is pretty important, especially in today's times, you know. A lot of people are stressed out, feeling grief, and really don't know what their life's purpose is. And personally, I feel as if we know our life's purpose, you know, you and I, or everyone knows what their life purpose is. Knowing our life purpose simply has helped me to understand my current state of being, what's going on in my life on a daily basis. And it helps me understand why. You know, it kind of helps give me a clear picture. And it also gives me a purpose for life. You know, most people don't really know what their purpose is. So they're just existing in the world. You know, they don't feel like they have a purpose. So they don't have that burning desire to just spring out of bed and to continue on the path of their life's purpose. They don't have a life purpose. They're just existing. You know, just waking up every day. Here's another day. I got to go to work. I got to do this. But they really don't have a true burning desire, a passion for life. And if you don't have a passion for life, if you don't have a passion for life, you don't know what your life's purpose is, that can lead you, I'm saying anyone, that can lead any of us into a state of depression. You know, we can become very depressed because we don't know why we're here. We don't know. Yeah, family, so we were just discussing, I just asked a couple of questions to Soul Group. I was asking, do you know what your life's purpose is? And also why that is important. Why is it important to me? And why I think that it's important to everyone to know what their life purpose is. You know, because we all as individuals have our specific life purpose. Now, when I say soul group, that brings in the commonality, you know, amongst us all. Now, one thing that seems to be in common with us all is, when I say soul group, we all tend to understand how important it is to have, as Sister Pam says, living healthy, you know, the meaning of healthy food, the meaning of exercise, and the meaning of being with like-minded people. I like to take it even a little deeper than like-minded. That's where I come into soul group. So soul group to me, it goes beyond like mind. Now we're getting into the spiritual realm, where it's deeper than the cognitive realm. You get what I'm saying? So meaning that we have connected for really one primary cause, one primary reason. And I'm sure that this soul group here, without a doubt, we like to help people. So we share that as a commonality. One more thing, and we're going to get started now. For those who don't know their life purpose, I say that it's paramount that you do find out what your life purpose is. Now, how do we go about finding out our life purpose, and why is it important? You see, if we don't know our life purpose and we just wake up every day, someone else will make you a part of their life purpose. So in other words, you may be waking up every day working a job that you really don't care about, but you're helping somebody else with their life purpose, and you're just paying the bills. That's not a very high quality of life, that doesn't really give us a reason to spring out of bed. If you don't really love what you're doing and you're just doing it to pay bills, it becomes what I call a just over broke. Just over broke. Yeah, you're paying the bills, but you're not happy. You actually hate your boss, you hate your job, and you hate your coworkers. And sadly enough, most people are living like that because they don't have a life purpose. Now, you can use that job to help you get to another place, use it as a bridge, as a segue to help you connect to something else, but you have to know your life purpose. Now, one more thing. How do we get to know our life purpose? A lot of people don't know. They don't have a clue. Well, that's our 1 o'clock class. That's the meditation. That's the stillness. That's the standing still, the sitting still. That's the spending time alone. When we spend time alone, we begin to unravel all of the stuff, getting rid of all the junk, and we find our true self. When we find our true self, then we realize what our true purpose is. And then we realize our place within our soul group. And when we find ourselves, we're able to vibrate at a higher level, and then we attract like-minded beings who also vibrate in that same capacity. We're all about health and wellness. That's this whole Tai Chi 360 paradigm. And I'm going to actually, after this session today, I'm going to go live again because I want to talk about soul groups. I always talk about soul group, soul group, soul group, but let me tell you what soul group means to me, and then you will know if you're in the right place when I talk about soul group. Now, we're going to get started right now, but the how-to is the meditation, fam. The how-to. And I'll tell you what my purpose is, and we'll get started here. My purpose in life is, I know my purpose, and I did not always know my purpose. It took me a long time. I wasn't trying to figure it out. I was just wanting to go deeper and find out who I am. And now I know exactly who I am. I know exactly why I'm here. I, Lester, I am simply a spiritual guide. That's it. I'm a spiritual guide. I'm here in this present time to share and to mingle with other like minds, other spiritual guides that all come together and work in harmony, forming a soul group. That's it. Now, inside of this soul group, we all have our own specific purpose. Some of us are here to guide. Some of us are here to support the mission in various different ways, because the mission is very big. The overall mission is to help bring balance to the entire world. That's what this Tai Chi mission is about, to help bring balance to and harmony into humanity. That's a huge mission. One person can't get it done. But we can all make the world a better place. And that's why we're here. So let's bow in, fam. Let's bow in. Let's do a little movement. Let's be healthy. These bodies need to be moved. So here we go. Let's begin. Let's begin with the exhale, the releasing. Hey there, Sister Megan. Yeah, we were just talking a little bit. We were just talking a little bit in regards to knowing our life purpose. And now we're getting started. Now we're getting started. Settling in. Relaxing the mind. Relaxing the breath. Letting go. Starting with an exhale. We release, and now we inhale. Bringing in the fresh air, the fresh oxygen, the fresh chi, the fresh prana, opening the heart, saluting to the teachers, the students, the guides that are here to help us along the way, along the journey to health and wholeness. Always be mindful, always give thanks, always create a special space inside of yourself and outside of yourself, purifying inside and outside. 3 breaths of air. As we breathe in, we breathe all the way up, across the top and down. Let's do 3 like that. Down our center pole. Remaining mindful of our breath throughout the duration of the practice, throughout the duration of our day. Always mindful of our breath. Full, whole breaths. The breath, family, cannot be underestimated. The breath is the way. Exhale. Here we go. Change the hands here. Inhale up. And then exhale down, releasing. 1. Let's do 3 just like that as well. Same thing. Inhale up. All the way through your body. Imagine the breath passing through the entire torso. Remember we talked about the orbit, the route of the breath coming up the tailbone, up the base of the spine, all the way up 1 vertebrae at a time, across the top of the head, and then down the front of the head. We call that the microcosmic orbit. Absolutely. Here we go. Follow me, fam. Let's do Tai Chi movement here. Upward, inhale up, and then pull back. Upward and downward, yes. Exhale down. Inhale out. Pull back. Exhale down. Inhale in. Exhale down. This time we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to turn our body towards our left. So rotate from the center. From the center. Feel your body turning from the center, from your dantian, you know, that space below the belly button. Turn from there. Turn from there, and then your spine will be able to release and open more. The vertebrae in your back, your backbone. So you want them to separate and open and create space in between so you can have energy flow between the vertebrae. Get rid of the tension and let go all the way out. Any stiffness in the back, just release it. Release it with the movement. Release it with the breath, the mindfulness. So imagine breathing into that tension. Yeah, breathe right into that space that you feel tension. And then breathe out of it. All the way out. Releasing. Just like that. Good. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale. The ball goes down. And the left shoulder begins to rotate backwards 3 times. Once, all the way out. Twice, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, rotate, exhale out. Good. Change sides. We'll do 3 sets of 3 just like that. Inhale up. And of course, we're doing nostril breathing. Inhale. Of course, we're doing nostril breathing. Inhale. Exhale. That was 3. Change sides. Inhale. Rotate back on the inhale. Exhale on the way down. Inhale on the way up. Rotate back and then exhale on the way out. Very good. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Change sides. Inhale. Bring the shoulder up towards the elbow. Up towards the ear. Exhale. Yeah, that was funny. Inhale. And release. Last one. Inhale. Warming up the joints. Very good. Getting ready for our day. Change sides. Left side. Very good. All the way out. Inhale. This is actually my first routine for today. I slept in today. Had a late night. Inhale up. Exhale out. I'm usually up by 5 o'clock. Change sides. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale out. See, when you have a life purpose, sometimes you don't want to go to sleep. You're so excited. Want to keep working on projects. Both shoulders forward. And always happy to arise and begin where you left off. Having life purpose. Inhale. Both shoulders up and forward. We're doing 9, fam. 9. That's 4. This is 5. Here's 6. Here's 7. Eight. Last one. That'll make 9. Inhale. Very, very good. Bring your right foot in towards your left. Bring your feet close together but don't touch. Do some small circles here. So put more focus on your hips than your knees. So circle your waist. Circle the waist. Clockwise circle. Clockwise. Loosening up the lower spine, the lower back. L2, L3, lumbar 1, lumbar 2, lumbar 3, right around that area. Feel that area loosen itself. Create space. No tension, no stress in this body. No tension, no stress. We release it. As we find it, we breathe into it. Use the breath as the guide. Change the circle, fam. All the way around. That's it. That's what you want right there. Keep going. Warming up the heads of the femur. The femoral heads. Round circular joints. They love circular movement. They love full range of movement. The circles encourage the blood flow to go into the joints. Also, we have synovial fluid. Synovial fluid is a thin, sticky substance, kind of like the body's lubricant that lubricates the joints, you know, like an oil, you could say. All right, so this movement encourages that synovial fluid to go in and cover the joint, bringing in nutrients. Step out wide, family. Bringing nutrients into the area. Same movement, bigger step. bigger separation between the legs. Same motion. This time we're making a big circle. Big circle. We're lubricating those joints, hip joints. You know, we tend to put a lot of stress into our hips. We put our issues in our tissues. We store all of our issues in our tissues. The good and the bad. The helpful and the not so helpful. We put it all in the body. So anything that does not serve us well, let's remove it. Let's remove the tension. Here, circle back the other way. That's it. The hips are very big joints. They can handle this big movement. They want this big movement. They do not want to be stagnated sitting down all day. That's it. Rotate. That's good. Let's get our ankles, fam. We've been doing our ankles pretty consistently. Let's continue to work on the ankles. I know we're starting to get some improvement on that range of motion. So let's stay consistent with it. Let's stay consistent with that. So we've been doing our motion where we shift our body over to one side. I like to go left side first. Now I've rolled my ankle over intentionally on the left side outside ankle. Also on the inside of my right ankle. And just allowing the gravity to use my weight to gently open the joint. So no rocking, no force, no push, none of that. No. We don't want to harm our joints. We want to love our body. So slowly shift over, sway from one side to the other. And really do your best to get on the outside of the right side now, the outside ankle. And on the left foot, this is inside ankle. The majority of my weight is obviously on the outside. And there's a little bit on the other ankle, not much. And then that weight distribution changes as we shift from one side to the other. So let's go ahead and do that. Shifting over very slowly. They say swaying like a willow tree. Like a tree in the wind. Do your best to roll that joint over. You'll be surprised. Your range of motion as it begins to increase. Sometimes we think we have like tight hips or tight hamstrings, tight quadriceps, but we forget about the ankles and the toes and the feet. Yeah, those structures are connection points as well. And if they're tight, they could cause tightness in your knee. They could cause discomfort in your lower back because everything is connected to each other somewhere, somehow. So do your best to just start find an exercise for each joint, each piece of your body, and work on opening that segment. You may be surprised that loosening the ankles take away tension in your back. Loosening the calves, your calf muscles, take away tension in your lower back. Yes, it's possible. That could be where the tension is being held, in your feet. So start with the feet. One more time on both sides, fam. Let's not take this very simple exercise for granted. This could be a major problem for you. This simple joint could be a major problem for somebody. Yep. Very good. We'll do one more time on both sides. As you're standing here, do your best, loosen your buttocks, loosen all of your muscles in your body so that all the tension can be released from that joint. All the focus can be released. All the focus can be directed towards the joint that you're working on. but everything else needs to be nice and soft. So everything else needs to be nice and soft. So navigate through your body, checking inside. Is everything soft? Are you creating any tension in your shoulders while you're holding this? Yeah, release all of that inside of your body. Yep. Take a few more breaths. Keep releasing, keep allowing. Don't force, allow. Allow gravity to befriend us. Okay, very good. Very good, very good. Here you go. We're going to inhale. I want you to come up on the balls of your feet. Flex your wrists at the same time. Squeeze your calves. Squeeze your hamstrings. This is a contraction. Squeeze the quadriceps. And then release the wrists. Release the contractions in your legs that you made. And come down very, very slowly. Flattening your feet. Under control. And then pull your toes up. Make a fist with your hand and pull your toes up, bringing your body weight back onto your heels. So rocking back on your heels. Very good. Now let's do the opposite again. Wrists, balls of the feet. Squeeze those calves like you're really working hard. Squeeze them. And then squeeze the quadriceps, the front of your legs. Squeeze the legs, the front and the back, the hamstrings. Squeeze your buttocks, your glutes. Do a nice breath in. And then release that contraction. One more time, we're going to do that. So come down very slow, under control, balancing, releasing the wrists, beginning to make a fist with your hands. Making a fist, pull your toes up, roll back on your heels. Pull your toes up, roll back on your heels. This is called dorsiflexion, the angle of the feet, dorsiflexing. So flexing up, pulling up, there you go, good. Last one now. So same thing, make this a nice concentrated movement. Coming up on the balls of the feet. Contracting the calf muscles real tight, squeezing them. Moving the lymphatic material, fluid, the lymph from the bottom of the body. The blood is moving as well. Contract the hamstrings and quadriceps. The lymph. Everything is moving up towards the up part of the body, the top portion. And then come down very slowly, opening all of the vessels. Good. But at the same time, we're coming back towards our heels. Very slowly. And also beginning to make a fist with both hands. Pull the toes up. This is dorsiflexion. Dorsiflexion. Flexing the toes up. So creating a pump. We call it the bubbling wells in the bottom of the feet. Bubbling wells help pump the fluid up inside of the body. The bubbling springs become bubbling wells as they intensify the flow. Okay, now do a little shake like this. Just a little shake. Just opening up everything in the body. Imagine all the joints being open. Imagine the hands being very heavy. The wrists are nice and loose. Very good. Okay. Inhale. Cross the hands, left over right. Hold this, see this X shape? Also remember the clavicle here, the bony structure here. Trace it and find where it unites, where there's a space here, a hole. Right. Once you find that on your anatomy, leave your index finger in that spot and then pull the elbows up. Inhale, look up towards the sky. Turn towards your left. Exhale.